gentlemen, today's guest we have on the Late Afternoon Show is John Dewey. Can everyone put our hands together and give him a warm welcome?
Hello.
Hi, welcome. We were very excited to have you on the show this evening.
Yeah, you're pretty lucky to have me. It's past my bedtime.
So I heard it's your birthday coming up soon. You are turning 161.
I know, it feels pretty spooky to be turning that old, but the kids on the block say it's spooky season. So.
You're right. I know you were born in Vermont and lived all over the United States, but where do you live now?
Yes, I lived in Burlington and attended college at the University of Vermont.
Oh, you're so close to your alma mater. We're currently located on the other side of Lake Champlain.
Oh yes, I noticed I was a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Sorry to interrupt, but please continue.
Oh, no worries, pal. So then I moved to Maryland to attend Johns Hopkins. After that, I received a job at the University of Michigan as an assistant professor and then went to the University of Minnesota to be a professor of philosophy. Later on...
There's more?
Yes. I became the head of the philosophy department at the University of Chicago. However, I decided to leave Chicago and become a professor of philosophy at Columbia University, but now I am enjoying my retired time in New York City.
Very cool. You've done a lot with your life. I'm impressed. When you studied, when you attended UVM and Johns Hopkins, what did you study?
I studied philosophy at UVM and then went to obtain my PhD at Johns Hopkins in psychology to expand my knowledge.
So I can see you have a passion for philosophy. Is that what helped you to discover your theory in the education field?
Yes, I used my background of philosophy to help me discover my passion for teaching, which then led me to realize the educational approach educators have towards teaching.
What realization did you discover?
Well, I noticed there should be more to learning than teachers lecturing and making students learn mindless facts that they will soon forget. This is when my theory of a hands-on approach came about.
What does it mean to have a hands-on approach? I've never heard of that before.
I believe that students need to interact with their environment to adapt and learn. Allowing students to take present content, previous experiences, and link it to current curriculum will allow for a greater understanding of practical life skills.
Wow. Back in my day, I don't remember ever learning by your theory, but I wish I did because I think I would have benefited greatly from it. Did you implement your theory anywhere in the field to see if it worked?
Well, not to brag, but I did start my own school. I established the University of Chicago Laboratory School for elementary kids. I created this school to test my theory that education could integrate learning with experience.
I'm impressed that you were able to create your own school. Did you ever receive any feedback or concerns from parents while you were creating your school?
Well, thank you very much. As a matter of fact, one of the main concerns parents had at first was that their children were going to be used as guinea pigs. We reassured them that their kids wouldn't be used as an experiment, but instead to help foster a better education. Soon after, the parents were pleased with the curriculum and how it was more about the children learning and understanding the subject matter rather than the traditional style of teaching.
I noticed you left the school in 1904. What made you decide to leave something you built from the ground up?
I was sad to leave, but it wasn't turning out the way I thought it was going to. My success caused disagreements with administrators because I did not receive control over the curriculum like I thought I was going to, which ultimately led me to leave. It was a hard decision to make, but I knew my knowledge would be greater appreciated elsewhere.
I think you made the right call by resigning because you were able to become a leader in the progressive movement in education. However, not everyone agrees with your theory. I've heard that people believe your theory can cause chaos and in the classroom and can fail to teach students their basic academic skills. How does hearing these reasons make you feel?
So I understand maybe my theory isn't for everyone, but I think it is something people need to have more of an open mind to. As I said earlier, my theory allows students to become more independent by applying what they learn in the classroom to real-life situations. To me, this helps create a better, well-rounded person for society. We aren't in school for our whole lives, but we do become members of a larger community.
We should take a moment to let that sink in. I think with the way our education system is being run today, it reflects more on your theory than ever has before, which makes me believe that our education system is headed in the right direction. What is one way you would want to see your theory implemented in the classroom today?
I am sad to see that it has taken this long for my theory to be more recognized, but I am excited to see how it is making a change in today's society. Glad I'm still alive for it. One way I would love to see it used in the classroom is allowing students to have more of a voice and for teachers to be less of an instructor but have more of an active role in students learning and independence.
I think what you've done with your life has made you a role model for all educators, and I think you should be very proud of yourself. Wait, did you hear that?
Dance partners.
Well, thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure having you on the show and learning all about experimental learning. Come back anytime.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure for me to share work that I have so much passion for.
Before you go, though, I have one burning question left. How do you look so good at this age?
Oh, that is a secret I cannot tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the Late Afternoon Show. Tune in next week for the next episode.